Visual to blindness.
So now let's come to your incident that happened in 2018, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
And I have give us like exactly like I know you have touched base about what happened, but I would like, if you don't mind, to give us like one by one detail, like what happened exactly, like from how you woke up that day, how you went to, like give us the story, so if there is someone who is hearing us somewhere, so he or she can get the full picture what happened.
Okay, thank you very much. At that time in 2018, it was in June. I don't quite remember the date, but it was in the last week of June. 2018. At that day, that fateful day, I was going to work, and it's surprising that it was actually in the daytime. Yeah, I used to live in some parts of the capital city of Kenya called Eastlands, where most regular people live. So at that time, because normally traffic is very bad in the capital city. So from where I used to live in a place called Buruburu.
Buruburu, yeah. So, I have heard it.
There was usually matatu. Yeah, we call buses matatu. There was a bus.
Public buses.
Public buses. There are some that go direct from that point to the city. But now at rush hours it's difficult to find them. So you can find small mini buses that you can connect, that you can go be dropped at one point and then take another, just like that, until now you get to the city. So on that day now, because I used to time myself, and at that time, during that day I was a bit late. I knew that I would be a bit late, so I didn't have an option to wait for the bus. I just straight away decided to take a minibus, and then so that I could be able to connect to the highway and then get another minibus and then straight to town. So I got a minibus. I was very excited at that day, I remember, and I was quite normal. But now, since the time now I entered that minibus, things now became very confusing. Now that's what I can remember. I was feeling a bit weird. I honestly don't know, maybe if something had happened now in the minibus or on my way to that minibus. But I remember when I was dropped off at that connecting place, at a place I called Bahati area. Yeah, so the driver of the driver of that minibus told me that he wouldn't be able to go to the highway because there were traffic police who are arresting those minibuses that were not complying.
Okay.
So it dropped me off at a place called Bahati. So I was now to get another minibus to the highway, and then I'll get a bus. But now once I was dropped at that point, I could feel I wasn't like feeling normal. I was feeling a bit weird.
Okay.
And then I realized that I noticed some people who seemed to be suspicious. So I tried now to look around because I didn't know the area. I tried to look around, and then I tried to walk near a small supermarket that is around that place, at least, so that maybe if those people, because I knew, of course, how in Nairobi there are criminal activities that go on there most of the time.
So let me ask a little bit, Tony.
Okay.
Where were these people when you were in that matatu? These people were in the matatu, or you find them in that unknown area that you find yourself?
In that unknown area that I found myself in.
So were they behind you, or were they sitting somewhere else looking at you?
They were like besides me, some distance, say 10-20 meters from me.
Okay, how many were they?
I couldn't like exactly tell the number, but I could see 3-4 people.
3-4 people? Wow.
Yeah, so I walked.
Carry on.
So now I walk near that supermarket because I knew there was a security guy, and probably they had some CCTV, so that in case now something happens, we could be able to account. But still in my head, I'm not feeling normal. I don't understand why, but I'm not feeling normal at that time. So those guys still have those guys now still come up to me, and then they confront me now.
Okay.
And then they start asking me questions.
Which kind of question were they asking you?
Yeah, like those sorts. And then now because I understood that they may be thug, so now I walk inside the supermarket.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I walk inside the supermarket.
And you are doing that to escape them, right?
Yeah, I'm doing
because
that to escape them
you have noticed something is not in
something
is not right
but,
here.
But now something but now something happened is that now the security guy came and took me out of that supermarket.
Okay.
I didn't understand why. I didn't understand, and because now also I was also confused now because I don't know, maybe he thought that I might be even myself a bad person or something of the sort. So now that's when they got the opportunity, and now they took me to some corner, and then now they began searching me straight away.
They took you there by force.
Yeah, they took me. They took me and then come even. Then they're pushing you now. There's nothing you can do.
Like
the security guy.
They were harassing you.
Yeah, they were harassing me. So they took me now to a corner. Yeah, that's where they started beating up. And then at that time I had my ID.
Okay.
I had my ID. So they took it out and then they saw it. So now, but now they were shocked because now the company that I was working with is quite a big company. It's called Nation Media Group. I don't know, maybe if you
Nation Media Group, yeah.
Yeah, so then when they saw now the badge now is when so now they took it and then they started discussing among themselves while others were beating me up. So now I don't even understand now what happened, but I soon had something very cold that had splashed my eyes.
Oh jeez.
Something's cold, and then now they beat me up and then I became unconscious.
Okay.
And then they took off. Yeah, and something funny is that they even left my phone. Though I came to find out that later, somehow they left my phone around that area, but now I became unconscious.
Okay.
So I stayed there, but now it's a new place. It's in Nairobi. Those sides of the city, people don't care much about, because now they're used to seeing some things like that. For instance, now drunk people who have had a bit too much and then they're just lying on the roadsides. People who've had
they thought so.
So now what I can imagine is that maybe people who are seeing me, I can't blame them because maybe they used to think that maybe I'm a drunk guy who has been beaten up or something of the sort. So I came to gain some consciousness after some hours, and then I tried now to look for help.
Okay.
So I woke up. Yeah, they had took my jacket. At that time I was left with a t-shirt. Okay. Yeah, thank God they didn't take the shoes, but I was very dirty now because I had been beaten up. I was swollen in the face. Now the acid is still burning me.
I see.
And I can feel so much pain. At that time now my vision now had become very misty. Very misty.
Were you being able to open your eyes at that time, or was it a little bit hard for you to open?
It's hard, but I have to strain. It's hard, but I have to open my eyes because now I have to find help, because I knew that if I continue lying there, I'm going to die definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah, I knew that if I stayed there for longer, I'm going to die. So I had to find a way to save myself. So I try walking around and talking to people now who are passing by, still ignoring me. I'm trying to walk and I'm falling down in the here in Kenya, in the roadsides, those the drainages are they're not covered, so I could be falling down so I saw now I could fall down in the sewages, those kind of sewages.
Because most of the sewages they are empty, they are not covered.
Yeah, they're not covered. In the roadside, the drainages, the systems, they're not covered. So I could, when I'm trying to walk in the pathway, because I can't see clearly.
You are very careful.
I'm falling down, I'm getting hurt, but now I'm telling God, give me strength, give me strength.
What time was it at that time?
At that time now it's around, when I was attacked it was around 10. And when I gained some consciousness, it was
10 p.m.
10 in the morning. 10 a.m. in the morning.
10 a.m. Okay.
Yeah, but when I gained consciousness, it was around 2 to 3, I guess. 2 to
Oh,
3.
that's a lot.
So
That's a
that
lot
time,
of
2
time.
to 3 p.m. 2 to 3 p.m. now I'm trying to, and now the acid now is still burning me, my eyes, even my face actually was being affected at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get some help. Also one thing I remember is that it's like when just before I gain consciousness, it's like someone noticed that something is burning me.
Okay.
And it's like that someone had poured some water on my face.
So,
At least to somehow help me, but it's like an angel. I never even understand that scenario. I believe, because even when I woke up now, I had some water all over me. Someone had tried to help me, but that's the only thing that she did.
okay.
But I believe that simple thing is the one now that even saved my low vision now, because as we're talking now, maybe I wouldn't be even low vision.
I understand.
Probably I wouldn't even be. So
And
I somehow believe that water that she poured on me somehow impact even my healing and even my face recovering, because my face was also affected.
I see.
Yeah.
So
now
after
back
that,
to the
you are
video.
walking around beside the street. So what happened?
So at that time,
Visual to blindness.